I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it. Hey. So that thing works.
All right, enough of that, right?
Man, good day to you, sir, in beautiful Florida. Look behind you.
Sunny Florida.
That's gorgeous, dude. Look at that. That's my style.
Yeah, thank you, man.
And
nice and hot down here.
That looks like a banana plant that you got there in the backyard over your shoulder.
I don't know what it is.
That's a banana plant. And the plant that you saw earlier with the points on it in your front yard, that's a yucca.
Yucca.
A yucca plant.
Birds of paradise, I think, maybe behind us.
Oh, is it? I thought it was a yucca plant because it had the spikes on it.
In the front, but back
in the
right
front.
here.
Oh, that's the bird of
birds of paradise.
Oh,
maybe.
Wow. No,
I'm not a planologist.
That's not. It's a banana plant. Because we got bird of paradise. Well, you know what?
Where's the bananas?
Well, it's more of a cooking banana. It's like a plantain. It's not a real banana.
Like but there's never been a banana on there.
Well, then it's a bird of paradise. Has there ever been a bird of paradise bloom on there?
Yeah, there has. You want me to show it to you?
No, I believe you. No, you're right. That's probably right.
I can see it.
I can show you. But wait, let me
go for a walk.
Okay. All right.
Can you see? Can you see anything?
Dude, I love your tank top.
I hope I don't drop in the pool. Can you see that right there?
Yes. You wait. Yeah, you're right, dude. You're right. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous.
This thing's growing like crazy.
I know it's huge.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
But the yucca plants that you have in the front, those are strategically placed in front of windows down here.
Yeah, because I know why.
Yes.
Yeah.
A burglar's not gonna, it's a nuisance.
They'll bleed to death before they get in the house.
Yeah, yeah. At least you're gonna make them work for it.
For reals.
So how is vacay, man?
Good, man. Down here in the sunny Florida. Well, I got a little sun today, but I was smart enough to get out of it before I just got little.
You got color.
Little color. I didn't get burnt. My feet didn't get burnt.
Yeah.
Which is odd. Usually my nose and my feet will get burnt right off the bat. So I try to put lotion on my nose and lotion on my feet, and then I'll cover my feet up with sand, and because that's terrible,
I know. Oh, I know. I slept outside one time without my shirt on when I was younger, and it actually burnt the tips of my nips, and they peeled like scabs. It was real bad. And that's all I got.
I was in Texas one time. I was in the Army, and they didn't have me at a place yet. They were sending me to another unit, so they didn't care what I did, you know. So I rode my motorcycle for like all day, and today I still got. You probably can't see it, but I got like a burn. Like all this is like sunburn on both hands, just from sunburn. Yeah.
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 Yep. And
But-
bugs in your teeth. Bugs in your teeth. Well, I guess you were wearing a helmet. Do you wear no, you don't wear full screen. Because I
No.
saw you with that. Yeah, I like the old school. I like the wind in your hair. Do you have
I just-
goggles?
I'll wear that on the 3-wheeler because you have to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wear one on my motorcycle.
Oh, so that's good. See, we used to have that here. But I think they changed it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't wear one.
Yep.
So. Yeah.
Mm.
So you went live by yourself today, huh?
Yeah, it was a nightmare. I mean, it was good in the beginning, and then it went train wreck because the cat kept coming in, and actually, my wife said, "No, the cat was the best part of it." So,
Yeah, the cat
So
was the
now-
best part.
yeah. So now I got to make cat videos, but she
Just-
said they
Train
popular.
train the cat to sit there. You know, maybe give you some news. You'd have a good thing going on.
No, it wants to mess with me. It wants to bite my fingers and lick me. Just constant, you know. I must taste good, Jeff.
It's hard to concentrate when I'm doing that.
You're right. Oh, dude, great video in Sam's this morning.
You like
And
that?
dude, awesome. Please watch to the end, folks. The end is the best part. The end is where Jeff is going to get you because that couple that you met. And what's the chances? They're from Detroit.
I don't know, man.
That was cool.
I know we talked to somebody. I just didn't know who and when. There wasn't a lot of people. Most people were wearing masks. We went 3 different places today, and most people had masks on. And I believe in Florida, there's not a mask mandate.
No,
There never is anywhere, but
I saw them today too, dude. They're still here.
so that's the problem we're going to have.
Yeah.
The government's just going to go, you guys can do what you want, but they're going to talk to the CEOs, and the CEOs are going to be like, well, you can't be in here. You have to wear a mask in here. This is private property.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen with that. But so I don't know.
That'll be their downfall, though. You know.
Yeah, because there'll be patriot companies that won't do it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just go to them.
Yeah.
So, are you thirsty?
Oh yeah, please. You like the sound effects?
Yeah.
It's so real.
Oh, yeah.
That looks so real. No CGI here, folks.
We'll see if it's right on the YouTube. What's up,
Oh,
Six Finger? What's up, Mike?
Dude, we were perfect. That was perfect. It was it. I just saw it.
I didn't even see it yet. How's your
there you
stuff faster than mine?
No, you
Oh,
may
here
have
we go.
missed.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Oh,
that's
Liberty
almost.
Warrior. Hello, boys. Hey, Mike. Hey,
Perfect.
oh, Six Finger. What's happening, my brother?
Yeah, Mike, great show last night with all those ladies on there. Stand up, Humboldt. What's
Yes.
that lady? Well, yeah, you can text me in there. What's that lady's name? I wanna. Was it Diana? I can't.
know,
Mike will remember.
Well, he had confusion, and she said to say another name, call her by another name, and now I'm even more confused.
Well, Elaine was there.
They're awesome. They're awesome. Those women were great. They
Elaine.
had a packed house. Did you see that? It was like a whole room full of people.
Yeah, they were doing a meeting about standing up.
That's awesome.
I don't know if Humboldt is where Red, White, and Blueprint was. I don't know. Mike will know. The Awakened Patriot. What's up, Mandy?
What's up, Mandy? I sent a shout out. I had it all wrong last night in the chat. I was chatting. I was putting in subscribe the Awakened Warrior. I can't remember what I did last night, but I messed up. But I fixed it. Yeah, it's Deanna. That's it.
Deanna?
Yep. Did you just drop another video from Florida?
Yeah,
Ah, yeah,
I'm busy here,
man, you're doing 3 things at once. You're like,
No,
rubbing that tummy, rubbing that tummy, rubbing that tummy.
hey, I'm out of jail.
Oh, what are we on right now?
We're on my small channel. I want to get my small channel to 1,000, and then I can go live on both.
There you
I'll go
go.
live on my other one, and if one goes down, then I can go live on this one.
You're right. We're gonna
I
get
got a
there.
long way to go.
We're gonna get there. I'm putting a name out.
Look at you. You got 37 subs.
Dude, thank you, buddy.
Well, it wasn't me.
It's coming up there.
I say, do not subscribe to Craig.
It's working. It's working. The reverse psychology.
Right.
Everyone's listening to you, Jeff.
No.
Hey, did you know pandemics historically run 18 months? So June should be the end of the pandemic. If you go by history.
Yeah.
So unless this is something else. Is this something else, Jeff?
Well, I think all pandemics were man-made, right? Manipulated.
You're probably right. Because, and look at the times. Look at the time. Yeah, you're right. Because the Spanish flu, when was that? 1918 or?
It was a long time ago.
I think it was
19. I wasn't alive.
Nope. Or maybe 19.
That wasn't 1903. That's Harley. What's up, Mikey?
What's up, Mike?
Hey guys.
How are you doing, sir?
How's Florida?
Nice and sunny, nice and warm.
Yeah, man. Yesterday I went down to Mandy's house for dinner, and I got down there and it was 86 degrees. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Nice.
It was a crazy night. I've had a crazy morning. I love Mandy to death. I know she's watching right now. I love Mandy to death, but we have spent, what time is it? Man, I think we spent 5.5 hours trying to get her Zoom hooked up to YouTube, and I am ready to just beat my head up against this countertop and drink a beer.
Well, drink the beer. Get the beer out.
Yeah.
What is it? Just bad internet or what?
Oh no, her email I don't think was fully verified, so we had that issue.
Yep.
We tried to go live, and we had a different email on Zoom and a different email on YouTube, so that didn't work. And then we figured out that it wasn't verified, so then we've been working on that. What a pain in the butt. And then I was trying to email her, and I spelled her email wrong, so it kept kicking it back to me, and we thought it was on her end. I think it was on my end. I mean, you name it.
Yeah.
You name it, we've gone through it this morning.
Well, you know why that's happening.
What's that?
I said, you know why that's happening.
Why?
The devil don't want you to do the things that we're getting ready to do.
Yeah. Well, Mandy did another show this morning, and she was comfortable, and she did a great job. I don't know if you guys all checked it out, but
I did. I saw it this morning. I saw it this morning
because I'm retarded, and I was looking for the awakened patriot, not the awakened patriot. So I bet you when I type in the right words, I bet you I find her.
But Jeff's good friends with that guy with the beard, with the long, sexy beard. That's his new buddy. That was what he was. That was the Awakened Warrior. So if I told y'all that, go unsubscribe. I mean, maybe he's a good guy. I don't know. But go to Mandy, the Awakened Patriot. So
I don't know, man.
I messed up. But no, that was a great.
We'll find her though. We're gonna find her.
Yep. Be honest, Mike.
That's exactly what happened to me with the email for her. So I typed in the Awakened Patriot instead of the Awakened Patriot, and I was a retard. I was.
Yeah, with me in my life, I find out the better I keep it simple, the better for me. Because if I'm special anyway. So if I complicate it, shame on me for doing something like that. I got to keep it simple. What's your YouTube channel? Jeff Riddle. That's my name. I can remember that. Jeff Riddle 1. I'm already kicked off, Jeff Riddle. Let's go to Jeff Riddle 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Shane.
Hey,
Oh, Shane's
Shane.
on.
Hey, Shane.
Shane.
Brother Shane.
Yeah, so we went to Publix. The guy in front of me had a Trump 2020 hat on, checking out. I said, hey, man, I like your hat. He said, oh, thank you, man. Of course, he wasn't wearing a mask. And then I followed the wife out the wrong door because I'm following her. We go out the wrong door, and we're going out the end. And then we meet up. We just go, and we're putting the stuff in the car, and I look up, and it's that guy. I'm like, well, I got to talk to him. I said, hey, man. I said, he'll be back in a minute. And he's like, I hope so. We just got talking. I got a Harley shirt on. He said, hey, type of bike you got? Or are you just wearing the shirt? I said, no, I said, I got a 2013 Ultra. He says, yeah, I used to have a 09 Ultra, and then I moved to an Indian. He said, I like the Indian better. I said, I've heard that from everybody.
Yeah.
But it's just cool talking to people. And you can talk to a lot of people. You just got to go talk to them. You know, you got to get uncomfortable. I don't know, Mike, if you've seen that video I posted at Sam's, but you can check that out later on. Maybe 8-minute video, not very long. Pretty cool.
Oh, wait, I got something.
What you got?
It's from Steven. Steve on the chat. Thank you, Steve, for watching. Did you guys see the report from Alex Jones today from the University of Texas about what all the vaccines are going to do to people in the long run? I missed it. I was working.
I didn't see it.
But I will try to see it. Hey, Molly, if you're out there. No, I didn't see that, but no doubt they are, no doubt. We're the test. Who wants to be a test subject? I don't know.
Yeah. I seen a lady had a bunch of her hair missing,
Oh, my God.
Kind of reminded me of a lab rat. And that's exactly what's going on here, What they say, June, they're trying to get see, now here you got to be careful again with the names and the 3-letter agencies. They're trying to get that passed through the 3-letter agency. I don't know. If you can't see where this is going, then you're blind. Let's just 2 weeks to flatten the curve, people. That's all we need. Well, where'd that get you? That got you wearing masks everywhere. People wear outside in Florida. They're wearing that outside. Kids waiting for the bus, wearing it fully, all wearing it right, fully, all by themselves, sitting there just waiting. I'm not real smart, but I think that's conditioning.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be even. Yeah, it's not supposed to even affect children. I mean, really, that's what we were told the whole time. But oh wait, Steve chimed in too. That basically your body will attack itself.
It's called AIDS, autoimmune disease.
Autoimmune disease, huh? Who was that made by? I heard rumors. He may have made some. He may have made some.
He was involved in that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
Well, gentlemen, I think it's just time that we move that line forward and we stand up and we fight, and that's why it was so important for me to get the ladies from Humboldt County on last night. They were all amazing, and they're doing exactly that. They're meeting, they're getting people together, and they're coming up with a plan, and then they're going to work the plan. We've been saying that for a couple months now on all of our channels, and it's time to get involved. It's time to get off those sidelines.
I think we're getting close, Mike, but it needs to happen real quick. It needs to happen. And I think how we need to do that is just make it simple. Keep it simple. The simpler, the better. And we all need to be brought up to speed at certain levels. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be people way up top that have the master plan, and that's good. A couple of them have the plan, but we all need to. If I go down, then you guys need to get on here and repost, and vice versa. And another thing we need to do is we need to make it. All right, so
Hey,
Jerry
Shane.
went down, and now you can't find him. So if someone goes down, how do you find them? What channel are they on? We need to come up with a. All right, is everyone going to go whatever channel they had in the original? And are they just going to add a 1 to it, or a 2, or a 3, or a 12, or Scott McKay I think is up to 12 now. That's something we need to figure out. We make it automatic. 11, yeah. So, what's up, Shane?
Gee,
I had a comment on what Steve said. I read about 3 months ago when all this crap come out, and they started giving it to everybody, that what it does is, if you get this normally and you get sick, that's one thing, because that's just a normal virus. You're going to get rid of it. But if you get it stuck in you, it goes into your cells and it just pretends to be one of the cells. So the next time you get the strain of it again, your body attacks and it goes, oh, wait, there's more in your body. We got to get rid of it. Starts attacking your own cells. So your body basically, like he says, destroys itself from within. So it's crazy.
Yeah, they had this planned out.
Shane, is that if you just take it once, or do you have to take it at least twice before stuff like that happens?
Here's a scary thing. They didn't specify. So I'm saying, when I was reading this 3 months ago, so this is when it first come out, that was a one-time deal. Then they come up with that 2-time shot. Then they come up with the third one, which was a 1-time shot. So, it's when they started talking about it, it was that first one. It was a 1-time deal. So if you're getting it double dosed, it's just guaranteeing it.
Oh, man.
And I think that was that mode one that was a double dose.
I don't know.
It's a scary deal, Like I've been reading, it's not the original that's the disease. It's the actual disease.
Yeah.
That was just a scare tactic, so you get it.
Right. That's exactly it. Yeah. Fudge the numbers, scare everybody. The same tactic they've been using for 1,000 years, basically.
Oh, absolutely.
and Steve said that he said they said it was even from the J&J shot, but before that, he said it was a huge report from some biological lab in Texas, not just some conspiracy. So, because they're going to want to say something like that. So
That's what I like to do. I'd like to get a real doctor, a real patriotic doctor on here that can give us, and I know there's a few of them out there. I do know that, and I'll eventually get a nice doctor on here where we can talk about that, because
Oh, you want to see it?
we just got to know about it. It's all, well, I don't even listen to the news, and we got our own. I mean, I think we're all smart enough to figure out what they're doing to us, but I really like some science behind it, some real science, not some people that are stand to make a lot of money off this. And that's
Good
another
luck
thing.
with that.
If doctors ain't doing the right thing, they need to step down. Same with the cops. They're not doing the right thing. They need to step down. Politicians ain't doing the right thing. They need to step down. If they need some help stepping down, then that's where we come in. And that's what Mike had on his show last night with Humboldt County, Stand Up Humboldt. That's what's going to happen. It's going to happen everywhere like that.
Yeah.
People have been saying that for 100 years. Now, are we going to be the ones that actually stand up and do it, or are we just going to be another 100-year fail?
No, we're going to, I believe we're going to do it.
we are. It's going too
I
far.
think so.
They went way
I
too
think so.
far.
We're not as dumb as they think we are.
Matter of
Here
fact,
was their problem. They would have gotten away with it if they wouldn't have done what they did. They really, they messed up. They messed up. And, I was talking about it today. I can't even trust. I hold my local media people just as responsible for telling us these lies.
Yep.
Good
Absolutely.
doctors were telling us the truth and they suppressed them.
Yep.
This thing right here suppressed them,
Absolutely, Craig. You are 100% correct.
But
So let me tell you what I told Mandy this morning on the phone. I told her that I feel like it's my calling to unite this country and connect everyone from the East Coast to the West Coast. Six Finger from Wales, and we got people. I mean, I'm hitting 40 different countries right now. But my goal, if I can come up with the funds, is I am going to travel back to my birthplace there in Humboldt County, and I want to help. I want to help stand up Humboldt, and I want to help push that line forward, and I want to get those people energized, and I want to go down. And Jeff is right. Those deputies, obviously, if you don't know your job description that you're supposed to uphold the Constitution, you need to step down immediately. And we need to start protesting, and we need to start pushing this line forward and demanding recalls and getting these people out of office and getting them replaced immediately.
That's exactly it, Mike. And all you that pray, I ask that you pray for me, because when I go back to Florida, or when I go back to Detroit, when I get off the plane, I'm going to take my mask off as soon as I get out of that gangway. So I'm going to wear it on the plane until I get to Detroit. And then I'm going to take it off once I get out of that gangway. So I'm going to need prayers. So I can't sit on here and run my mouth about things if I'm not going to do it. If I'm not going to say if I'm not going to back up what I say, then I just need to shut this channel off and walk away. That's how I feel. I can't sit here and run my mouth and tell people to do this and do that and do this, and me not do it myself. I just can't do it. So
you heard what Dee said last night, right? When we asked her about her getting arrested. So she's been arrested, I think, twice, and she said that they took her across the street and they didn't even fingerprint her. They didn't even really charge her. It was an absolute scare tactic. That's what people don't understand. If you would just stand together and stand up and fight this thing, quit being afraid of what might happen.
Yep.
Well, there's no laws on the books that say it's against the law. So how can they give you a ticket? How can they give you a ticket for thin air?
They can't. They can't.
That's it. And if they close your business down, that's illegal.
But yet we still have spineless people that are so afraid of their own shadow that they won't step out of their comfort zone and stand up for what's right.
Yep.
No, and that's why if you're going to complain, at least be trying to do something about it. But if you're not going to do anything about it, don't complain, because you're being complicit.
Yep.
You're letting them do it.
Yep. If you're not going to stand up for yourself, at least stand up for your kids.
And don't ask somebody else to stand up for you if you're not going to stand up for yourself.
Exactly. I can't do that. I can't ask all you guys to stand up if I'm not going to stand up myself. I'd be a hypocrite. I'm not doing it. If I wouldn't do that, you guys should run me off this channel.
I'll tell you, I haven't worn a mask in over 5 years. I would go to, and I tell you, out of asbestos. You think I'm gonna put one on for a little sniffle? I don't think so.
Right? Yeah.
Ain't happening. Sorry.
Yep.
When I knock out my own teeth and don't put on a mask, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So now we just got to get a plan. So let's talk about that. Like I said, I think we need to keep it simple. One goes down, the other one needs to post a link on someone's page, not just, hey, this is his name and this is, because sometimes it's real hard to find. A lot of times Mike's tried to find me, a lot of people can't even find me anymore. So that ain't gonna work. Just
they're
put the link in
shadowing.
there, and it takes you right to them.
Hey, this is the great thing, Jeff. This is the great thing. We've got my dad who started his channel. I don't know how far he's going to go with it, but I know Mandy's going to take it all the way. So we got another person there. So if they take us down, we just hop over on one of our friends' channel, let everyone know what happened, let them know what the next channel is going to be, and we can help each other. We're going to fight this battle. So there's nothing they can do to stop us. There's too many of us. We got Craig. He's got his channel.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
rocking
know.
and rolling. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we got lots of platforms that if they take one of us down, there's going to be 100 more of us. So bring it.
Amen. Amen. I had a good encounter at a job site today. Local area. We were doing a little insulation job there. And the father was a bigwig with a local law enforcement agency. So I was kind of, getting their take on it. It was real clear their take on it. So I passed on my card with all of our information on it, where to find us. So they were very interested. And the same thing happened the other day with another contractor we do work for. And he's like, dude, I've already got a group assembled, but he's talking like physical. So he was a CB, he was a Navy CB, and a real good guy. And he's like, I got a physical group, and he's got a bunch of guys who are big into Scott McKay. So I was like, dude, please get him on here. We're linked up with him. Come on, so there's more coming. There's more coming. Everybody's got to do this, though. You got to do it. So.
Yeah, like Mike said earlier, we've been running our mouth for a while. Nothing's really happened. We got to get a plan together, and we got to this week. Everyone on every channel in our small group talks about this. Until that's dissolved, or we come up with a problem and then we work on that until that problem's solved. Something we got to think of something. Just getting on here talking, that's great, but nothing's getting done.
Well, I'd have to say, Jeff, I would disagree a little bit on that statement of nothing's happening, because honestly, we've got Crash in upstate New York. She's building a crew to go fight. We've got the girls over in California on the coast there in Humboldt. They're forming a group that are fighting. There's a group in your home state in Michigan. I think it's called We the People. They're fighting. We got people in Shasta County, Redding, California, Red, White, and Blueprint. They're fighting. So there's a lot going on. What we got to do is keep doing what we're doing, but we need to expand on it. We need to come up with plans of action, like you say, in our own hometowns, in our own home states, and then get on these channels and update people on what's going on. Like, I can't wait to hear from the next update from Crash to see how she's going. And same with Dee and the girls last night. I can't wait to hear, their updates and where their proceedings are taking them. And that's what we got to do. And when more people start hearing that these guys are really fighting and they're getting somewhere, it's going to build that courage, and more people are going to want to get involved.
Go ahead, Shane. Do you have something?
I had a little something to add to that, Mike. That's pretty much what I was going to say, but get people hearing. Second thing you got to do is get them to conjugate together and start coming together to build this plan. One or two people can build a plan, but the third one can take it down. Get everybody on the same page. Congregate, make sure you get enough people so everybody feels comfortable. We're making our stand there. Everybody's seeing us. Little places like that. Just do little areas at a time. All of us congregate, let's say Mount Rushmore. Then we do one over on the East Coast, do one on the West Coast. Let's get the flyover country in here. Scott's doing his part in Texas. We got people coming over from Scott. He says, hey, Scott sent us over here. He's giving us plugs almost every night. So
yeah,
it's going to get there, guys. It's going to get there.
Well, Shane, what I told Dee yesterday on our phone conversation before we got on the show last night was that now I'm getting so many people reaching out to me right now. There's a lot of people that are planning on being in South Dakota on the 4th of July. What I told her last night was maybe we set some time aside to where we can have a breakfast together or something, and maybe form a committee that's national committee, and one or two people from each state be part of that committee, where we can start forming these plans and get it out to those committee members, and then those committee members get it out to all of their people, and we start really making a huge push, moving this line forward. So that's something that I'm thinking about, and I'm going to try to put together before the 4th of July is how do we want to form this committee and what is its purpose going to be? More than just getting the message out, we need a committee that's actually going to draw up the plan and distribute the plan and help push that plan forward.
I think it'd be a good idea, just as long as we keep our ears open. We don't want to become the government, that's for sure. We
No,
want to keep
I
our
don't want to
ears
be in
open.
government either.
We just want to keep our ears open, listen to everybody's idea, because, you know, they say, well, that guy's dumb. I'm gonna tell you what, that dumb guy may have one good idea, and that might be the one you need to listen to.
All it takes.
I mean, look at me. I got one good idea once in a while, so I actually accidentally found 3 or 4 guys that'll listen to me.
Huh?
What?
I'm not Craig. I ain't falling for that shit, boy.
Hey, I'm that dumb person.
See, and we listen to you. See?
Thank you.
Yeah.
See,
What I'm
I've been-
saying exactly.
does that tell you what's going on in the country? But guys, we're gonna have we're gonna have some growing pains and getting things figured out. But I like Jeff's, we might have to replace our news media. We literally might be, it's ridiculous to think, but
Is it really? Is it
Part of
that?
the problem.
not really. But I mean, we
What's
were trained-
what's ridiculous is the people that still listen to it. That's what's ridiculous.
that is.
Let me ask you this. How ridiculous was it in 1772? If you know your history, you'll know what happened when they started talking, 1772 to 1774.
How much, it only took what, 3% to stand
How
up?
ridiculous was that? Yeah, how ridiculous was that? Wasn't that damn ridiculous now that we look back? And it was people younger than us and our age. But that was, the grown man back then.
Yep.
Everyone has a line in the sand. Everyone's gonna be pushed so far. You might be able to push Craig further than me. You might be able to push one of you guys further than me, but everyone's got their line in the sand. That's where it's gonna come to. Yeah,
Mine's pretty
Yep.
short.
my toe's right there.
I think Craig's kind of like this. I don't know where the hell his line is yet.
Does he know my father? Did you talk to my dad?
Yeah,
I think Steve's got a really good question on the board for any of you gentlemen that would like to answer that. I think I'm gonna hold my opinion on that one.
I don't
You
know.
know what? I say yes, because the one we got sucks. So I think something, even a child may be able to come up with something better than the crap we pull these days. And that's going to be over everything. That's supposedly over, I've heard a lot of things. I don't want to get into it, but pretty amazing stuff with that system. And you know what else it might protect? I can say erection. I can say erection. Is that not crazy? I can say erection, but I can't say a word that sounds just like it. It's nuts. So.
Well,
Well-
the QFS is going to be a sticky subject for a while, but I think it's already been implemented. If you go back, go to Google and just hit T4B. Okay, because you keep hearing that when you listen to it. A lot of people don't know what T4B is. Well, if you go look it up, it's pretty simple. And all it has to do with is basically taking rural water, and this is under the quantum financial system is also covering this. It's giving money out to people that's taking rural water and low to mid-level water, wastewater, and making it reusable. Well, that sounds far-fetched. Go to Laughlin, Nevada, or any of them casinos along there in Laughlin, any place that's along the Colorado River, when they take water in there, they got to filter it 3 times. They use that water. Any water that comes out of there goes back into the Colorado, it has to be filtered 3 times going back out. That's the same thing they're doing there. Well, all the United States is going to be under that same basic principle. So in other words, any of your reserves that keeps getting depleted because this water goes into these wastewater systems, never to be used again, it will be refurbished and put back out to use. with 100%, as close to 100% as you can get, good for you. Normal drinking water.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
So look it up. It's all right there. I mean, it's the first thing that comes up. You type in, T4B. And you'll hear that a lot when you're hearing the quantum financial system. Everybody thinks, well, what is it? Is it some kind of monetary? There's a lot of things that fall into this quantum financial system because everything has to do with the money. Because I want to get into some subjects here, people are going to call BS on, so I'm not going to go much further. Anyway, most everything that's done with the government is going to fall under this QFS. Most everything. It's not going to be like what we have now. Government's going to be running about 10% capacity of what it is right now, too. Back to like it was in 1776. The way it should have always been, but the Act of 1871, when the United States Government Company Campaign, LLC, was granted to run as an assistance to help with the federal government and end up taking it over. And that's why we've been in turmoil ever since. So, but that's about as deep as I want to go into that right now until more people are comfortable with it.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. We got to get rid of the corrupt system. It's got to go.
That's going to be one way they get rid of them. That's going to be a big boost.
Because they've been control. That's one way they've been controlling us our whole life is through the Federal Reserve. So that's got to go. If not, then you're just going to have another set of people stepping in line. So that's why this takes a while,
Yep.
This didn't get into place overnight, and we're not going to fix it overnight. So
we might have pains. Yeah, we might have growing pains, like they're talking, I don't want to get into saying speculation either, but we don't know if we're going to have power or how that's going to work. We don't know, a lot of things coming up, but I have a good idea. I have a great idea that things are in place. Can I just say one thing? It was brought to my attention. I don't want to say who said it, but he might be here with us right now. But Mr. T don't misspeak. And when he was talking back then, he said something to the effect of he was making, what were those machines called that were for the breathing machines? What are the ventilators, right?
Ventilator.
Well, he said generators.
Bingo. 4 different times he said generators. Enough for everybody, he says.
Everybody gets generators. And it's a special generator. That's it.
The shoebox.
And it has another unit that controls it from going ballistic, because it's so powerful. I think what does it equate to, Shane?
Well, one little shoebox could run a city block. That's goes off of Tesla technology.
And we've
That's
had
all it
this,
is.
That's another rabbit hole, gentlemen, that we could have a whole show on. I mean, honestly, you're talking about Tesla at that point.
Amen.
Like I said, we ought to have a show about that one night because I'll dig out my notes and we could fill it a couple days worth.
I'm sure Jeff would do it on his show, or I'll do it on my show. I mean, I think we did a roundtable, didn't we, Jeff, with you and I and Chabal, and all the topics on that roundtable were all rabbit holes. Remember that night?
Yeah.
Lee just made a statement here. He says the Tesla tower in Texas. Did y'all see that? You know how powerful that tower is? It has enough power output, it could run the world. The one tower. The world. That is amazing.
Like Marconi, correct? I mean, this is through the air, if I remember.
A lot of it is. A lot of it is. It's based off of static energy, static electric, and there is plenty of it out there.
That's it.
all kinetic energy, just like our bodies run on. If we didn't have energy going through our bodies, they wouldn't run.
Let me
This
say
goes
hey to-
on forever.
Let me say
Yeah.
hey to Lee. Lee's here. Tara. Hey, Tara. Steve, thank you for all the good questions. And he's got even more on here. Y'all got to see what Steve is putting. He's probably right. We've been seeing a lot of UFO things lately. And what if that's our tech? What if we are calling something, because really, what does it stand? Unidentified flying object. That could be anything. That could be Jeff Riddle on a broomstick. Anything. Whatever. Ooh. Not that you would ride a broomstick, sir, but this might be something we have. We've all heard. Look, did y'all watch the movie with Will Smith? And they went to that area, wherever that place is out in the desert. We've all heard those stories. We know, Bob Lazar. Look at Bob Lazar. I believe Bob Lazar. But then again, I'm gullible. I'm still chasing Bigfoot around. So, but I'm not wearing my diaper, and I'm not falling for the crud I'm hearing on the news. So they say that letter guy, they say he's a conspiracy theory, and they said the same about God, or they try to push it a lot of times that God is fake, just like that. So I'll believe.
Greg,
Yes, sir. Sorry, Shane. I got emotional.
I'm going to change this up in just a minute. You keep looking for Bigfoot, right? And
Yes,
I
sir.
understand that. So I'm fixing to show you Bigfoot's son. This is a guy that talked to us a couple of seconds the other day. Come here.
That's
show your
Ben.
face.
Is that my boy Ben?
This is my little nephew.
Holy
Hey.
cow, Ben! What's up, my brother Ben?
Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Hey, Big
Ben.
Ben.
I got this guy. He won't pay me. He hadn't paid me for months. I need Big Ben to come down here. What's up, my brother? No, good to see you, man. Great. And look, he talks about you all the time. I already heard everything about you.
It's all bad too, I guarantee you.
No.
Yeah, it was all bad. Nah, he loves you. He loves you, man.
Ask him how many times I've threatened to slap him to the ground.
But he still
Okay.
loves you.
Probably a bunch.
What do we want to talk about on this live?
Yeah, that might be assault.
He's a good kid, man.
Yeah, it's good to meet you, Ben.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So if you see Outlaw 2020 on there, it's just him.
That's awesome. Awesome. That's what we need, man. Get everybody involved, So
Yeah, he sure likes this show. So he likes Mike's too. So
Yeah, he's been on my show once. You're welcome back anytime, Ben.
he was trying to make it last night, but his girly friend got on his ass about money yard or something like that. Daddy couldn't see his truck where he parked it. I don't know which happened. So
Yeah.
anyway, we found your Bigfoot.
Yep. Oh, wait, let me give you a little news today. Some weird stuff. All right. Nancy Pelosi's laptop. I thought they already found it. I thought they already arrested the girl.
No, that was a fake story, man.
He didn't have it.
They keep, yeah. Well, they keep trying to go find it from different people that don't have it. It's pretty funny. It's all on the media. So,
I heard
I had
it's
to
in
watch it.
Texas.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you just gave me a brilliant idea, Craig.
Yes, sir.
We could start a national scavenger hunt for Nancy Pelosi's laptop.
What a great idea. Like a geo tracker, the 4x4 community. That's great. Yes.
If anybody can get on a government computer, I'm pretty sure they can pull it up in about 2 seconds. I'm sure it's logged in there somewhere.
Yeah. They wanted to find it. They could find it.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure they got it hid pretty good. It's probably out of tracking range right now.
Mm-hmm. But it's funny how they're
I
looking for it.
think I call them skiffs.
It's nuts. Oh, here's another weird story. They were even laughing about it on ABC. Old George Stephanopoulos, or whatever the guy's name is. Can I do this in the voice, Jeff? Is that all right?
Sure.
China rocket falling. Don't be fearful. 98-foot long, 20-ton section. China rocket falling to the water. Nothing to fear, Mr. Wang. The guy's name is really Mr. Wang. I'm not making this up. That's his first name. It's in the ad. But Mr. Wang said, it'll burn up. It's normally a good thing. Since the earth is mostly water, it's probably going to fall in the water. That's what this guy said.
75% chance.
And they were laughing about this crap while they delivered it to me. Or, well, they actually delivered. I got it secondhand from my wife. She couldn't believe it. She had to tell me for the news. So it just
Didn't
gets
Mr.
stranger,
Wayne-
guys. It just gets stranger.
Didn't Mr. Wayne work for the Brookings Institute? Is that the same one?
No, I don't think so. Well, no, this is his first name is Wang. I'm sorry, I have to laugh when I say it. I'll get his last name, but he was a China Foreign Ministry spokesman, is what he was. Here's another
It
one.
was a Mr. Wang that worked for the Brookings Institute that was in on that dossier.
Well, you know what? It could be. I mean, it very well could be. But
Small world.
here's
Yeah.
another one, and it's out of the blue. It's weird. It was some New York restaurateur, just out of the blue, came to the defense of Ghislaine Maxwell. You know, Jeffrey Epstein's mistress, handler, or whatever.
Madam,
The madam, and said, you know, she frequented his restaurants in New York, but he wasn't very good friends with her. But he thinks that she is innocent until proven, you know, which, hey, we say that about everybody. Hey, he's innocent until proven guilty, you know. But this guy he wasn't even asked about it. He just came out with this crap. Like he stuck his neck out. And then he doubled down as social media was pounding him, you know, for the comments. So I have a feeling he's part of it.
Yeah. All right, let me read off some names. You guys can go follow if you haven't already followed them. Liberty Warrior 1 and 2, Shepherd of the Forest, Scad Warrior 2, The Awakened Patriot, Irish Guy JG, Craig the Hunter, Mental Health Militia News, Joe Dingle, Unalienable, David and Stacy Whited, Restored Republic, Jerry Foley, Prime Minister, Scott McKay, David Rodriguez, Snafu Radio, Prepping 101, and Out of the Darkness. So those are quite a few. You guys, most of you already follow them anyway, but.
Wait, I just found this guy. I just found this guy this morning. He looks a lot like Mike. He looks very much like Mike. His what was his name? I think it's Patriot. Is it Warrior Patriot 49? Maybe. I believe that. Can we follow him?
yeah,
He's
I
a
don't
good-
know.
Look, I
I
love the
don't-
video. He's great.
Yeah, I forgot his channel.
That's
I
it.
think it's Patriot Warrior.
Wait, I just subscribed to him this morning.
Pretty sure
That's
it's
awesome.
Patriot Warrior.
Patriot Warrior 49, right? Don't you have to put the 49 in there? Or maybe
I
not.
I don't think so. I don't know.
I
he-
scrolled down, I found him.
Yeah, he
Oh, and
gets
there's another one.
confused.
Yep, there's another one. One Nation Under God is the name of his YouTube, and he's a young guy. He was foreign born, came to America, saw what socialism did over in his country and all the family. So he's out there in Arizona. Well, he took a trip to Arizona and then he came back, but a good guy. You can tell a good guy, and so go check him out. I recommend. Next.
What'd he say?
Oh, I just said next.
I couldn't hear you.
Next. Can I get it? Wait, can I get a sip of water? Jeff, can I get
Yeah,
a sip of water? while Mike and I-
Absolutely.
Thank you, buddy.
You gotta stay hydrated.
Oh gosh, thank you, buddy.
So, Craig, I got 99 problems, but a beach ain't one,
That is true.
you know? So let me ask you guys a question. And I guess, chat, a question. So can you guys open the door from where you're at?
Yeah.
Yep. Right there.
Well, Mike got me on that one, but you had to do something to do that, right?
Yep. I had to lean a little bit to the right.
So for me to open my door, I'd have to go 20 or 30 feet to open it. So I'd have to do work. So more than likely, God ain't going to open the door for you unless you go and do some work. So,
That's why I got a bin.
right.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe. We got some new people popping in here.
Yeah, looks like
Joe
it.
Dingle.
I got a question. This one's for Shane. How many of those things do you go through a day? The cigarettes, cigars, blunts, whatever they are. How many of those a day do you go through?
These cigars, they last about 20 minutes each. So use about a pack and a half. It was 3 packs, but I've cut back. There's about to rip my lungs out. But I can't do cigarettes because it's so damn harsh anymore. These things are so smooth, you just don't even realize it. And these are peach. So every time you lick your lips, it tastes like peach. So I'm constantly eating fruit, it seems like.
I used to enjoy Swizzlers sweets. Those were probably my favorite.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, my uncle used to be, his brother-in-law was the vice president of Swisher Sweet. So we used to get them free all the time. And when he passed away, we kind of lost out on that deal.
Very cool.
Tara says she wants advice from a rock. So I'm going to read advice from a rock.
There we go.
Told you I got a whole bunch of them down here.
Nice. Let's do it.
So, try your hardest. Stay grounded. Start each day with a clean slate. Keep still. Be well-rounded. Live in balance. And never take life for granted. So that's pretty cool. And then advice from a trout. Because I got to double up on these or I'll never get them all done. Show your true colors. Be a good catch. Don't be lured by shiny things, Craig. Scale back. Cherish clean water, Shane. Don't want to keep your mouth shut, Jeff. And don't give up without a fight, Mike. So,
There we go.
Yeah,
like
what
those.
did
I always
you
enjoy
found like
those.
30 of them, huh? How many of those you found at your house?
I think I got 18 here.
Gosh,
So
that's a lot, buddy. You have
Oh, pretty
a
cool.
shopping problem.
So yeah, so you guys can't open a door. You gotta, I couldn't open my door from here just from my mind. I'd have to do some work. I'd have to get up and go open the door. So we're all gonna have to do some work. And God's not gonna open a door unless you do the work to get to that door. All right? Hopefully this all
Amen.
makes sense. So let me tell you a little funny, I guess it's funny. To me, it's funny. In 10th grade, you guys, I know Craig knows what in-house, in-school suspension is. I already know that. That's a rhetorical question. But me and my buddy had in-school suspension one day. It was 10th grade. I was on the basketball team. But we got it cleared with the athletic director that we could play that night. So first half, we're losing. Coach gets all upset. He says, "I'm done coaching." Me and my buddy are kind of at the end of the bench because we weren't for sure we were going to play. But we're dressed. We're ready to go in. So coach says, "I'm done coaching." So I look down the bench. I stand up. I go to check myself in. I walk by the coach. He said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm checking myself in." He said, "No, you're not." I said, "Yeah, I am. You're done coaching." He said, "Go sit back down." So I come back, sit back down. My buddy, that was in school suspension with me, gets up and tries the same thing. Gets there. He said, "Where are you going?" "Well, I'm checking in." And he said, "No, you're not. Go sit back down." So we get in the locker room. It's right before halftime. We're losing, And So we go in there and he starts talking. Well, he must have sent somebody to the athletic director, or he called them or something and found out, hey, is this true that these two can play? And apparently he said, yeah, because when we come back and read the starting lineup for halftime, me and my boy was in it. And anyway, we come back and won that game. So you got to get off the bench, and you just got to get off the bench. You got to do something. So don't sit on the
Great
bench.
story. Great
Yeah,
story.
He's always been a troublemaker. That's all I got out of that story.
Well, I was hoping you wouldn't get that, but
That's
Jeff
who we
is
need.
one.
That's who we
Jeff
need
is
to
one person. Jeff's one person doesn't like to be told what to do.
It's great. I love it.
I already told you the other story where I couldn't touch the rim, but I could touch the net. And I'd climb up it and I'd hang on it. But everyone did it. But I'd be the only one to get yelled at. So then I'd say, well, why are you yelling at me? Everyone's doing it. And then he'd be like, get in the blue. Everybody get in the blue. You guys are running. Well, I didn't care because I was 120 pounds. I'd run all day long. Didn't matter to me. But the bigger guys, like the forwards and the centers that were 200 pounds in 10th
Oh,
grade,
yeah.
they weren't real happy with me. So they're all mad, looking at me kind of cross-eyed, and I'm just looking at them laughing, going, oh, well, you know, you can't just pick and choose who you're going to yell at. Yell at everybody or don't yell at anybody. But don't pick on me, you know.
Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Kevin. And also, Steve, we're off time because Jeff's traveling. So usually we're 1 hour earlier, right, Jeff?
No,
Am I wrong? No, never mind. We're right on time. Never
we're
mind.
right on
No,
time.
That's right. All right. Sorry. Never mind.
Oh, and then with that opening door thing, I wanted to tie this in. So James 2:17, in the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. So James 2:17, in the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, it is dead. So you can have all the faith in the world, but if you're not going to do anything about it, probably
What is
nothing's going to happen. You got to do something. Get off the bench. So that's what we're doing.
Well, gentlemen, I think I'm going to jump off of here and let you guys have at it. Thanks for letting me in on the conversation here. Tonight on Liberty Warrior is Cold Drink Friday. So all you viewers out there, you come to the show tonight, bring your favorite drink. Doesn't matter what it is. And we'll have some guests on tonight, and we'll have some laughs, have a good time, kick off the weekend the right way. And we'll see you all there in a few hours. So Liberty Warrior signing off, guys.
Thanks,
See you, Mike.
Here, Mike.
Kevin was saying that plant you got looks like the tequila plant, the one they make, the agave. That's the agave, I believe is the name of that plant.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, can I give you a little, let me do a little scripture. I did it on my channel, but I want to do it on here. And it's Proverbs 20, number 3. It is to man's honor to avoid strife, but every fool is quick to quarrel. And that was me today. I had I was quick to quarrel today. And not that I quarreled, but I was, my guys were running late. Yeah, I talked to you this morning, all kind of. So, but I need to remind myself of that, take a deep breath, not blow up on people. Then I don't have to apologize to people.
Yeah.
So I'm still working, buddy. It's going to be a long road. I hope y'all are ready. Whew.
I'm with you.
Yep. Oh yes. Dave, thank you. I do have a channel. It is, go to Craig DeHunta, and that is Craig space DeHunta, but type in hashtag move the line forward and you'll find all of us. Even Shepherd of the Forest, Scad Warrior, Mandy, you'll find there. Might even find Mike's dad on there, actually. Yeah. So, but thank you, David, Matt, for bringing that to everyone's attention. That's why I love you, Dave. Thank you, Sherry. So what else, Sir Shane?
What you got, man? Sorry,
How
I
was your
missed
day?
you. Oh, it's
How's your
good.
day?
Good.
That's good. Pretty
Good.
weather there?
Yeah, it actually was today. It's a little breezy, but we're used to it here in the Oklahoma Panhandle,
Yeah, huh? That's all you get.
Kansas, up there sucking and Texas is blowing. We're just stuck in the middle. It's all good though.
That sounds like a Jeff Riddle story. Hey,
Yeah, it's
that's
all
good to meet. Good to meet Ben, though, man. That's awesome. So, gosh,
Yeah,
when you said he was big, good Lord, man.
Yeah, he's going to Texas with me.
Oh,
Yeah, him and his dad.
yeah, nobody's going to mess with y'all. You're going to be very, very safe.
That's why I take them.
Yes.
Right.
If there's anyone you have to be scared of, it'd be my brother. I just take him for the looks. Hell, they don't even come up to us. I have to beg people to come talk to us. And he gets to talking to them, won't let them leave. So whatever. He's still young. He's 25. He's still got some time to grow.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. You're probably
he's
right. He
big
probably
boy.
will. Well,
Let's just hope it's not out. He's big enough. He's getting hard to feed. I'm telling you. You don't make his favorite food around here and expect to get any. I promise. I made spicy shrimp. I made a pound of them jumbos.
oh, yeah.
He left me 7 shrimp.
Oh, wow.
He kind of liked that, I guess.
Yeah, but
He ate
still,
another pound.
7 shrimp will fill you up, those jumbos.
Yeah.
That would be a pretty decent. But
Well, it's a good appetizer, that's for sure. It'll
Yeah.
hold you over a while, but come on, eat a whole pound of them damn things?
yeah, cocktail.
Well, I tell you.
Jeff, are you getting by the way, you're in the seafood area. Are you eating a lot of seafood while you're there? You should be. I would.
I will.
Yeah, definitely do it while you're there.
Yeah,
You
we're
know?
gonna. The wife found a nice restaurant down in what's the name of that city? Punta Gorda. I forget the name of it. It's right off 75. Anyway, we're gonna go there. Nice fancy. Not really too fancy, but nice dinner. Get a steak and lobster tail or something. Actually, tomorrow we're having steak and lobster too on the grill.
Nice.
So
Steve's got a great question. All right, let me get to it. Here it is. What do you guys think of the Patriots that started premium channels that you have to pay to follow them and their information? They were there first. We were all looking for something, and I got a little hope out of some of them.
yeah, I mean, this stuff takes a lot of time, so
This is how I
it's
feel
up to
about
them.
it.
I'm not for it or against it.
I got a good I got a good one on this one because I was thinking about it today. I'm still having to pay for this crap that's coming into my house right now that I don't want to watch. All these lies. So yeah, I'll pay extra to these guys who want to give me the truth or close to it or somewhat, or at least not try to BS me my whole life. So Steve, there's my answer. Yeah, I pay for it, but I'm a la carte. Go ahead, Shane.
I got something to say to that. I'm not against that. I think the man wants to make some money, making some money. Only downfall I see with that is that you limit your base. Because some people, they want the information, but can't afford it. Some people can barely afford to get on the internet to watch this the way it is, as crazy as that may sound. I'm all for that. If a man can make it, he's got a good phone, and he's got a lot of people want to, and he wants to keep it controlled. That's wonderful. Get her done. For people like us, we're kind of small and we're trying to get the word out to everybody. I think we're going to have a really good base that we can build on. We're not going to limit it. And I think it would be a mistake for us to ever try to move into something like that. Now, it's just a personal opinion. If that decides to happen, then, absolutely, I'd follow. I'd keep doing the same thing I'm doing. I'll just stay in the backgrounds and do what I do. But I'm really scared they're going to limit themselves to a lot of good information out there that people are needing.
Well, wait, Steve brings up another good part. He really doesn't think that, wait, what does he say? I really don't think you are a true patriot if you have to pay some, to see them. Well, I don't know. You know what? I was having an internal dialogue about that today, Steve. That's funny that you said that, but, now some of them, yeah, but you got to figure out who we really, because I know Nino is a patriot, David Rodriguez. That's who I go to. That's one of my guys I pay. And another guy, Mr. Sia, I pay him. And he gives me news, and that's why. And I should pay more. So I'm being actually a little cheap, you know? We all have our tide. I consider that my tide to information. But yeah, there's probably some that really aren't, you know, the real deal. But I'll tell you this, I'm ready to do whatever I got to do. And I'm right here. I'm in Louisiana. That's where I am. And we're all getting together. And this is the only thing that's holding me back, because you can't steal the erection. I had to say the other word. I'm sorry, guys, but they're going to allow that word. That word is perfectly fine to say. So, damn, I'm wound up today. We better start laughing. They're going to kill us. Coming to.
There you go.
Thank you, Jeff.
Drink some, stay hydrated.
Cool water. And I'm ticked off about Jerry, dude. Jerry Foley being whatever they did. I went to go to church with you and Six Finger this morning, and thank goodness I did a live cast, so I got to see you and get the bad news. So that's all I'm saying. But love you, Jerry Foley. You're a man of God. Thank you, Joe.
That's a great question, though, Steve.
Dave.
That's a very, very good question. Very good question. And I hate being on the fence about things, but I'm kind of on the fence on that question. So I don't know. I mean, this takes a lot of time, and I do a terrible job at it, and it takes a lot of time. So imagine the people that are really putting out good information. It takes time. So
A lot of research.
yeah.
That's it. Shane been researching for 6 years. He's
5.
invested 5 still.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I've been searching different things. If you look back at like loose change and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you know, we've been, and I mean, go back to the JFK story with Oliver Stone, you know? We've been almost searching our whole time. The moon landing in '69 with your grandfather's lawn chair on the rover. So
I
it's
just
funny.
know how'd they get that guy up there to take that picture of the first landing? How'd he get there, stand there and take that picture when they first landed, first time ever?
Someone
Shane,
was already there.
that was ABC had sent. ABC had sent a rocket before.
No, hey, think about it. CIA had to have sent CNN up there, 'cause that's what they did to Roger Stone. That's how they got there so soon. So it had to have been the CIA sent them CNN up there to get that picture.
Yep, you're probably right.
Well, they was the first ones to shoot that in '69.
Yep.
Come out on CNN first.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
asked
yeah,
him
they must have been tipped off.
when I was working at my shoe, Craig.
Mm-hmm.
I asked a rocket scientist there. I said, "Hey, man, did we land on the moon?" "Oh yeah, absolutely." I'm thinking, man, as smart as you is, you ain't really smart.
No. It's pretty funny. And those rockets, you notice when they take off, and everybody's got an explanation for it, but they don't go straight up.
No.
They go like this.
Yeah.
That's how they go. And everybody's like, oh, well, yeah, silly. That's how you get out of the Earth's atmosphere. I'm like, oh, so you're a rocket scientist now. You know how. Where did you learn that? Oh, they taught that to you. They taught you that.
Well, let me ask you this. If they was going to have to go like this, why wouldn't they take off like that? I mean, it take less fuel to take off like that. They take you off straight up and down.
Mm.
I mean, it just makes sense. Well, hell, if we're going to go at an angle, let's just go ahead and start at an angle. It takes less fuel to get up there. You don't see these passenger planes taking off straight straight up and down. Takes too much fuel.
Yep.
Makes sense to me.
And look what they did. They make the space shuttle look like an airplane. That's what it looks like. Look, I got one right here. Here it is. Because they know a rocket's just going to come back down. We're going to have to look, guys. We're going to have to stay up there for a little while.
We're going to run out of gas.
Yeah, we're going to run out, but I'm sure, at that altitude, yes, we can put things, but there, look, like I said to you when I was at church group and the guy said, hey, the space station's about to come over us. We can see it coming over us. I said, we can see the space station in space. Yes. With our naked eyes. Yes. I said, buddy, it ain't in space. If we can see it standing out here, it ain't in space. So it can orbit.
Let me say this. This will bring it. This will bring you to your milk, I should say. In 2014, the president at that time, Obama, says, in the near future, we will be able to get out of low Earth orbit atmosphere. I'm sorry, didn't we do that in 69? But we're going to be the first ones to get out of low Earth orbit. Some don't make sense there. If we've been to the moon, is the moon within low Earth orbit? Or have we not ever been out there?
I know.
As a president of the United States saying that, not me. Go look it up.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense. Apparently, we ain't been there, and
Was that,
they lost all the records to get there.
trying to think of that astronaut that this one guy said, hey, put your hand on the Bible that you've been to the moon. And the astronaut punched the guy in the mouth. I can't remember his name.
Well, it wasn't Neil, was it?
No, it wasn't Neil.
Wasn't Buzz? Was it Buzz?
I think it was
Buzz
Buzz.
Aldrin.
It was
Yeah,
Buzz
Buzz
Aldrin.
Aldrin.
Buzz.
Because a little girl asked him a question, and he said, well, that's because we've never been to the moon, is what he told.
Yeah, they're trying to say he's senile now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all trying to say he's senile. I'm thinking, no, maybe he just come to a senses, quit lying to everybody. That's kind of funny. They say there's no atmosphere on the moon.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Watch.
Shepherd of the Forest has a big story. Some about, has anyone seen the Obama Foundation tweet about George Floyd yet? It's a bombshell tonight.
Huh.
So I don't know what
I
that's
haven't seen
about. Sorry, Shane. I didn't mean it. It was breaking news I had to come in with.
No, that's fine, man.
But yeah, like the
All I was
Van
gonna
Allen.
say is that- Go ahead.
No, you.
What I was going to say is they say there's no atmosphere on the moon, and they had to put that little piece of wire in there to hold that
The flag.
the flag straight out. But when they first tried to stick it in the ground, they first got it in there. You can see that flag doing this on that bottom edge. Is someone breathing too hard? What the hell's going on? There's no atmosphere. It shouldn't be moving. And you
Yeah.
can't see no footprints anymore. They said, well, that's because, all the stuff moving around it. Well, how's it moving around with no atmosphere? Some just don't make no damn sense with their stories. They just keep changing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they know something I don't. I don't know. Maybe they got crawling sand. I don't know.
Well, you saw how the sand would move as they ran across, and they just changed the speed of the film, basically, is what they did. Because if you look where the lander landed, there's no debris. It's almost like it's a clean piece of looks like a colored tin foil to me, Shane. Doesn't even look like a metal, but it's clean. There's no sand on it. So how did that thing land and not sand puff up like it was doing on their feet? There's a lot of stuff. So
yeah, their feet were completely sane, and that should have their burners, their afterburners blowing down to slow them down. Should have blown shit up for days.
everywhere. Yep.
Because with
Should've
no
been
atmosphere, it had just kind of sat there and stayed for a minute.
a dust
Settled
storm.
right back down over everything.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of things don't make sense, guys. They're good liars. That's all I can say.
Yeah, they are. They've been doing it a long time.
Whoa. Gosh, read what Shep just posted. Whew. It's getting crazier and crazier every day. By the way, everybody, Kevin still has 2 days left in Facebook jail because he can't stop telling the truth. Keep going, Kevin. Keep telling the truth. Oh, look, Shelly brings up Eric Dubay. Ooh, yeah. Look, I got on that Eric Dubay thing. I was there for a while. He has some compelling arguments, to say the least. And he's been, by the way, those guys were kicked off of Facebook or YouTube, Facebook first. Anybody from that community, that's the first that went. That's why I don't even want to say that guy's name. That might be toxic.
Yeah, hey, I just got out of jail, so
Yeah, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, let's get back. Oh, here's a good story for you. It's my wife's spelling bee story. See, because look, when I'm sitting around Jeff and I'm texting with you, I always ask her, hey, how you spell this word? And she always knows how to spell the word. So I was like, damn, you're really good at spelling these words, aren't you? It's like, I didn't tell you my spelling bee story. And I was like, no, tell me. She was so good. She misspelled April, the month of April, when she was like in first grade or something, because she didn't want to stand in front of the people and get an award. So she actually misspelled to beat the girl that was definitely going to misspell it to win the thing. So she's a good speller, but she just doesn't want to get the trophy and stand in front. That's all. Thought it was a cute story. Something to give us.
yeah, I'm not a good speller,
I'm sorry.
but I'm a good sounder outer.
You're hooked
Well-
on phonics. Hooked on phonics is what you are.
Not. I guess Google wouldn't agree with me on that because sometimes I'm so far off they don't even come up. That's pretty bad.
That is.
I can get close enough, spell check will correct me.
See, sometimes I don't even get that close. What was that? It was a word the other day.
Oh,
Something fire. Something to do with your sickness. I can't think of it.
It had a fire in it. Indian fire. You remember that when you used to take
Oh.
somebody's arm and you'd ring it?
It might not have been fire.
And you tell me, Indian fire. Oh, okay. Oh, look, Kevin was talking about the Mars rover, and you know what you need to go look in. Well, I mean, not Kevin, it was Steve. Sorry, it was Steve. They were filming this in the desert. I remember seeing the rover, and there was a Humvee parked off behind it, and that was their testing. But it looks just like Mars,
Greenland.
so that could have been just like the swimming pool, where they put, they all go in the swimming pool, and you see the bubbles in the picture. So.
Yeah.
Isn't that the ice location? Ice testing facility. It's got that Olympic sized pool. It's got
Yep.
30 feet deep, 40 feet deep, something like that. Yeah. Shows they put people in them suits to show them what weightless feels like.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about
They
the
do a lot of
airplane? Think about the airplane they got, and they do all those maneuvers, and you feel zero gravity, but basically they're just diving. And if you weren't in a seatbelt, you're going to be floating. So
It's only like a second and a half, though. It's only like a second and a half if you're.
that's it.
Yeah, that shows total zero gravity. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you quiz gravity, doesn't it?
You're just following. You're just falling inside of a tube. Is what you're doing. What you're doing, basically, without a chute. And I think that's because I didn't want to get too deep today. I'm going to leave out that top story. That might be a sensitive subject. I'm going to say it anyway. I'm not because you don't know these people. Well, yeah, you may know the guy. Okay, so this is a guy. His name is Rob O'Neill. He was a Navy SEAL. He supposedly was the one who shot bin Laden. And look, I've seen this guy with, I've seen him with Marcus. I've seen him with some really damn hardcore patriots. So I don't want to question this, but I have questions.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to
One
stay
of the
away.
guys on that SEAL Team 6 that was in there on that when they first arrested him, they took him on that flight. They said that he was probably one of the most pleasant people they'd ever talked to and one of the most knowledgeable. And he was telling them everything they need to know about the CIA. Now, I don't know from what I'm hearing. Now, they kill him after that helicopter flight, or they go pick him up and tell him what's coming. I don't know what the hell's going on because there's two different stories coming out of that deal.
Right.
Mhm.
And they're all from Navy SEALs telling it. That was all supposedly together. So who's telling the truth?
Yeah.
But the guy that was telling the story about him that had to interrogate him supposedly said that he was very calm, never had a bad word to say about the American forces, never said anything bad, was very positive, was very upkeep, but was just saying, he was just doing, basically he's saying he was doing what the CIA told him. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's one of the interviews I've seen across several different platforms. So it makes you wonder, what's the real story? Then if you get to listen to some of the underground, you're always hearing that he was the fall guy. He had always worked for the CIA, and he was the fall guy for the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
And he had a bunch of stuff, was fixing a rat on some of them people, and they used him to take him out. They have to have a fall guy to start a war. He was it.
Yep.
I don't know how much of that y'all have heard, but
I heard this. I remember it. I remember the day. It was the day, or it was the day after 2001. Y'all remember the day in September? They went and found bin Laden in the city. I think he was in Kabul or somewhere. He was in the town near wherever they were. And they asked him if he had did it. And he said no. Now, this is a man who wants to claim all kinds of attacks against the United, and he didn't claim this.
Yep.
That may tell you something.
well, that's just because the whole government says, yeah, this guy's been claiming to do all this stuff. He claims all of it. How much did he really claim? I don't think he claimed any of it. I think that's just a story that they put out in the newspaper.
That's
and
it.
MSN took it up.
That's totally it. He was already in ahead. You remember he had taken out the leader of the Northern Alliance right before that. They went in as a camera crew. There was explosives in the camera. They were supposed to be filming the Northern Alliance general. Well, they got rid of it. So why would he have to do this? Seems kind of stupid. He just got rid of his main enemy. Now you want to bring the mighty eagle down on you? Doesn't make sense. But we fall for this crap, man. We listen to what they feed us. It's a great story. No, Dad, I wasn't drinking. I didn't drink anything tonight, Dad. I wasn't drinking and driving your car. He didn't believe that.
It's the same reason they took out the Muir building. Exact same reason. Identical reason. All stemmed out of Arkansas.
Yep, you ain't lying, brother.
That's exactly what it was. Because they moved it from the Muir. They'd already moved it over to the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
all
dude,
the same deal.
We were talking all the connections. I was talking about Barry Seal, old treetop flyer. He's the one. He was going into Arkansas. That was where he was going in.
I'll be go to hell.
Small world, man.
It really is, and it's all connected, and it's crazy.
It's all coincidence, ask them.
Sure.
Mhm. But we ain't saying this stuff is true now, YouTube. We just asking questions.
Right.
That's all we're doing.
Yep.
So,
Well, hell, if YouTube believes anything I say, hell, they're dumber than me anyway.
Yeah. All right, boys. You guys got any final thoughts?
Go ahead, Shane.
I'm good.
Yeah, man, let's get it. We're going to get more organized. We're working on it. We're going to get more professional. Y'all got to realize we don't do this for a living, but we're going to start doing it, I guess, for a living, or whenever we need to do it for a living. Because some people don't want to, maybe you want to pay, maybe you don't want to pay. I don't know. I don't even know how you can pay me.
I don't want to pay you.
Yeah. What are you going to
I
do?
don't want to get more professional.
No.
It's just fun the way we do it, but we still get the information out. That's why people come here.
That's what we want. That's all we want. We want to win. I want to go back to my normal prices of gas. Everything went up $3. Dude, you can't get lumber. I can't get material for my company. My guys are starving. because of this old man messing up he can't even speak, man. The guy can't speak. He was in New
They do a
Orleans
lot
yesterday.
of damage for not talking.
A lot, or mistalk. Like it's jibber jabber. I mean, it's unreal. So, all right, but I love you guys. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to be better. Jeff, they're still trying to kill us.
See, you feel better.
Yeah, I feel better. Oof.
All right, guys, we'll see you in a little bit.
Love y'all.
Love you. Remember,
Thank you, man.
take your mask off, shut the news off, help each other out. Love you.